to the dubs. Cause what's an extra mile if you come from the muds? I'm a wild out, watch me ramp it up. Check my style out, everybody look. I'm like Gordon Ramsay.
I'm Todd Grisham. The fighters are here, and they're... And here comes the...
This bout is scheduled.
So much hype. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Catch and shoot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Punch, counter punch. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Beautiful counter punch. She got clipped by that counter. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. Good counter shot by her. The audience absolutely right on top of you in this very special environment here.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single...
Stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top, I won't stop until I fall. Me, I'm trying to ball out like LaMelo.
Movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people out here in this place, they will spot it.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They threw the hook, it didn't land. How about that time counter shot? A perfect counter lands. Perfect counter shot. Let's talk about Alicia now. Here we go, it's round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. Caution being thrown to the wind. She wasn't ready for that counter. She scores with that counter. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Celia Breaker's seeing stars. A much better game plan here.
Now they've got to wake up.
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. And Cecilia Breaker's now on the brink. Somehow weathered the storm.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Unlucky to miss with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alicia. On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The first lady of boxing has to go down. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Richardson, are you okay?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Empress in trouble. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about breakers in that. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So she's back in her corner, Johnny, but you got to believe this is just a calm before the next storm. Her opponent is going to swarm her again as soon as that bell rings.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
That counter shot lands. Good counter punch. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice counter. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Which fighter will say no mas? Shot. Let's talk about Alicia in that last round. I promise you all.
Now, I don't want to.
And there's the bell for round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
She catches and counters. They exchange punches. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Missing with the left uppercut. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Good defense with that left jab. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot by her. Nice counter punch. Stamina is off the charts. Nice counter. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alicia in that last round.
Good work. Just keep on the end of the ground.
Let's start the 6. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Nice counter shot. She catches and counters. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. Tried to score with a jab. Jab does not score. Beautiful counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about breakers in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come...
He was smart.
Here comes round 7. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Punch, counter punch. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
She throws the jab, but it doesn't score. halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. She got clipped by that counter. They exchange punches. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alicia in that last round. There's the bell to start round 8. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice counter shot. Good counter shot by her. One punch could change everything in this battle. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch, counter punch. Missing with the hook. Can't find a home for that jab. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alicia in that last round.
I love that. That jab's...
There's the bell to start round 9. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Punch, counter punch. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. And that hook misses. These fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. You don't want to trade shots. The straight right just misses. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punch. Nice counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alicia in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight. It's round 10. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Good counter punching. She catches and counters. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Left hook misses. An uppercut does not score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. They're unanimous.